Why are we calling it a myth? Well, let me delay. We'll answer that question by defining disability to start with. So, a person having a physical or mental condition. It's interesting. We should probably stop separating physical and mental at some point here. But a person having a physical or mental condition that limits movement, senses, or activities. So it's defined in functional terms. But just right on the shoots, let's draw attention to a person having a physical or mental condition that limits movements, blah, blah, blah. Limits. So limits compared to what? Gets at this myth word. Who is the standard bearer of what constitutes, complete and full functional health? And then anything that contrasts with that standard, that gauge, is somehow off. I don't mean to make too much of that point, because we also know there's something to this. There is something about the way most bodies function in this world. Most human bodies function in this world. But it's quite a spectrum. And where something tips into pathological or damaged, or something's wrong or off or limited. I guess my point here is that we should hold that word with a little bit of a wink and some healthy skepticism. I qualify as a person with a disability, have for the last 33 years. But I don't feel much different from the first 19 years of my life in a lot of ways. And what I can do now, it's not a terrifically different list. So anyway, I have my own experiences with this subject matter. But maybe we can make that point now. So that's why we're talking about this as a myth. Disability almost needs to be in quotes. It is a word that, like most or many or maybe even all words, is a construct. It's a made up thing to get a point across that most of us kind of get the gist of. But it's a real slippery one in this case.